drawing for turn. I'm going to lay 2 cards face down. And I'll summon my Elemental Hero Shadow Mist in defense mode. From there, I'll pass over the turn.
Great. Draw! I'm going to go ahead and summon out to the field my Elemental Hero Woodsman in defense mode. I'll set 1 and 2 face down to pass off the turn.
It's my draw! I'll be summoning our Elemental Hero Tricks in defense. I also will set a card face down. Your move, Ghost.
All right. I draw. I'm going to summon my Elemental Hero Blazeman in defense mode. And when Blazeman is summoned to the field, I get to add Polymerization from my deck to my hand. Then I'll play 2 face-down cards. And I'll end my turn.
Draw for turn. I'm going to summon my Neospatian Dark Panther to the field in defense mode. And with Dark Panther's ability, I'm going to use my copycat to copy Blazeman. And using the Blazeman effect, I'm sending a hero from my deck to the graveyard.
I don't think so. I'm going to chain my quick play spell. Forbidden Chalice, targeting your Dark Panther. To negate its effects but increase its attack point by 400 for this turn.
Touche. Alright, from there I'll pass over the turn.
Alright. I draw. Oh, this is not liking me today.
Aren't you forgetting something?
See, no. I already got it.
Oh.
I didn't want to have to use this now, but we might as well. I'll activate the spell card Neos Fusion. Sending materials from my deck off to the graveyard for a fusion summon. However, for the rest of this turn, I am not allowed to special summon for the rest of this turn. So I'll be sending off my Elemental Hero Neos alongside my Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. 1 Elemental Hero plus 1 level 4 or lower effect monster. To call out to the field Neospace's Prodigal Son, the Elemental Hero Brave Neos.
Solid play. Solid play.
My Elemental Hero Brave Neos gains an extra 100 attack points for every hero or Neospatian in my graveyard. With 2 heroes kicked to the bucket, that's an extra 200 attack points. So let's rock and roll. Elemental Hero Brave Neos will enter battle and attack Elemental Hero Burstinatrix.
I'll activate Hero Barrier to negate that attack.
I'll activate the counter trap Protection of the Elements.
Ooh.
By banishing my Woodsman to the end of my turn, I negate and destroy Hero Barrier. My attack continues. And since Brave Neos destroyed a monster by battle, I'm allowed to add 1 spell or trap from my deck to my hand that mentions Elemental Hero Neos. My EN Shuffle. But with that, I'll end my turn and my Woodsman returns to the field.
I draw! I will summon out Elemental Hero Avion! In defense! But I'm not done there, because I activate Miracle Fusion! By banishing my Burstinatrix and my Avion from the game! Come on out! Elemental Hero Flaming again. Since Crimson made me wake up so early, Elemental Hero Flame Wingman attack Dark Panther with Sky Ice
the Mirror
Torture!
Force.
Fuck
Bouncing all
you!
your attack position monsters back to the hand.
I am my turn.
Alright, my move. I draw. I'll activate a field spell called Fusion Recycling Plant. Then I'll play my Polymerization spell card to fuse the Blazeman on my field with the Elemental Hero Avion in my hand. Combining the powers of an Elemental Hero and a Fire attribute monster, it's time to get cooking. I fusion summon Elemental Hero Nova Master.
Ooh, bringing out the big boy already.
Elemental Hero Nova Master, attack Elemental Hero Woodsman.
Hold up real quick. Before you enter the battle phase, I got a little trick for you. My quick play spell card, Mask Change. This lets me tag out my Elemental Hero Brave Neos for a Masked Hero monster of the same attribute. From beneath the mask, I reveal thy true form. Let's go! Masked Hero Koga.
Interesting. That's getting 500 attack points for every monster we control, right?
I didn't even think that far ahead, but yes.
That's one strong Masked Hero. Nova Master is still going to continue its attack into your Elemental Hero Woodsman. Nova Flame Punch! And since my Nova Master destroyed your Woodsman in battle, I get to draw a card. Flame on draw! Alright. I'll go to the main phase 2. And then to the end phase, where Fusion Recycling Plant will allow me to add a monster that was used as fusion material from my graveyard to my hand.
In response, on end phase, I'm playing my face down Fusion Duplication. Ooh, dropping cards. With Fusion Duplication, I'm going to banish Charlie's Neos Fusion from the graveyard to adopt its properties for myself.
Rude.
So, from my deck to the graveyard, I'm sending a copy of Elemental Hero Neos and a copy of Armed Dragon White level 10 in order to summon my Armed Neos.
I'll be adding Blazeman back to my hand.
Alright, and since my Armed Neos has hit the field, I target my Armed Dragon level 10 White in the graveyard. And Charlie, all monsters on your side of the field with equal to or less level than 10 are destroyed.
Then with that, I'm going to activate the effect of Masked Hero Koga. By banishing my Elemental Hero Neos from my graveyard, I'll drop Arm Neos' attack points by 2,500.
Isn't Koga just until the end phase?
No, it's permanent.
Nope.
Oh. Alrighty, is that everything on end phase, gentlemen?
Yep.
You're...
Draw for turn. Alright. Soma, you got a set card?
I do have a set card.
Alright, I'm going to enter battle phase, and I'm going to send Armed Neos with 3,500 to attack into Nova Master.
During the damage step, I'm going to drop my Elemental Hero Honest Neos onto my Nova Master.
Oh no.
Points by 2,500.
Man, making me do math.
So Nova Master
Okay.
will counter with Nova Flame Punch.
Oh no.
It'll be 51. 51 minus 35.
When stuff wants to load. Stop lagging.
That'll be 1,600 for Crimson.
Yep, if I'm doing math right, yep.
Oh no. Alright. I'll go to main phase 2 and I'll summon my solid soldier to the field in defense mode. Go ahead.
I draw. Okay, we can make this work. I'm calling out to the field my elemental hero Burstinatrix.
Copycat.
Just wait. I'll activate my spell card, EN Shuffle, shuffling back Burstinatrix to my deck to replace it with any elemental hero or Neospatian monster. Let's go ahead and grab my elemental hero Stratos. When my elemental hero Stratos is summoned out to the field, I can add any hero monster of my choice from my deck to my hand. I'm going to go ahead and grab my elemental hero Liquid Soldier. Alright. I am going to activate my spell card called Polymerization. I'll fuse elemental hero Stratos with the elemental hero Liquid Soldier. One elemental hero plus one wind attribute monster calls upon a new age of destruction. I fusion summon the elemental hero Great Tornado.
Ugh.
Now when Great Tornado is summoned to the field, the attacks and defense of every monster on the field is cut in half. Let's go to battle. Elemental hero Great Tornado. Time to snuff out that Nova Master! Tornado Wall!
Oh.
In the battle phase, I'll keep the ball rolling with my Form Change Quick Play spell. Switching out my elemental hero Great Tornado, returning him to the extra deck to tag him out for another Masked Hero monster. Time to put the wild into wild card. I'm calling out my Masked Hero Divine Wind. Now, for as long as Masked Hero Divine Wind's on the field, my opponents can only attack with one monster during their battle phase. And my Divine Wind cannot be destroyed in battle. Alright. Divine Wind. Attack Elemental Hero Solid Soldier.
Oh no.
And much like your Nova Master, when Divine Wind destroys a monster by battle, I can draw one card. So let's go ahead and blow him away. With that, I'll end my turn.
It's my draw. I draw. I summon now. Wait. You said you have your Masked Hero Divine Wind?
That I do.
Let's go with a little bit of funnies, shall we? I summon out Neospatian Grand Mole in attack mode!
Mmm.
Now let's go to the battle phase! Grand Mole attack that divine monster! Now at the start damage step, our monsters return to our hands!
No, back to the extra deck.
With that, I have to end my turn!
Alright. I draw. I'll start things off. Playing one face down card. And summoning the elemental hero Blazeman in defense mode. I'll use Blazeman's special ability to send a hero from the deck to the graveyard. And then Blazeman adopts that hero's attribute as well as attack and defense points. I'm gonna send
Red Jacket goes hard. Yeah, it does.
Elemental Hero Necroshade to the grave. Then I'm gonna use the effect of my Fusion Recycling Plan to ditch my Defusion Quick Play spell to add Polymerization from my graveyard to my hand. And then I'll activate my Polymerization spell card to fuse the Blazeman on my field with the Elemental Hero Ocean in my hand, combining the powers of an Elemental Hero and a Water attribute monster. Since Austin's failed to summon his so-called ace hero, I'll summon it. The elemental hero Absolute Zero!
Dang, Austin, you let him take your main monster like that? That's crazy.
I haven't
Couldn't
drawn
be
a
me.
water attribute. It's not my fault.
I think Absolute Zero disagrees. Go! Icicle Spear right into Austin's life points!
Ah! 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 Ah!
I'll go to the end phase and use the effect of my fusion recycling plant to grab a fusion material from my graveyard. And I'll be getting Blaze Man back to my hand. I pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'm gonna activate my Neo Space Field spell.
I'm gonna... No, that would be stupid.
With this, any elemental hero Neos or fusion that mentions Neos as a material gains 500 attack points and does not have to return to the extra deck during the end phase. Next, I'll activate my Miracle Fusion spell card. With Miracle Fusion, I banish Elemental Hero Neos and Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. To summon out my Elemental Hero Brave Neos.
Ah.
Brave Neos gaining 100 attack points for every hero or Neo Spacian in my graveyard. Unfortunately, I don't have heroes and Neo Spacians in graveyard, but due to my field spell, he gains 500, putting him to 35. What's everyone's field looking like?
Absolute
Empty.
Zero. However, Crimson,
Yep,
I'd like to play my Jar of Avarice trap card if you don't mind.
go for it.
Sweet. So now I can target 5 cards in my graveyard, shuffle them back into my deck, and draw 1 card. So I'm going to shuffle back Elemental Hero Ocean, Elemental Hero Nova Master, Elemental Hero Honest Neos, my Forbidden Chalice Quick Play spell, and sure, why not? We'll chuck Defusion back in the deck.
No.
So that's 4 main deck cards and 1 extra deck card.
I'll see if I get the job.
Am I
Okay.
able to continue,
I'm going to
Cinema?
draw 1 card from Jar of Avarice.
All right. I'm going to enter the battle phase, and with 3,000, my Brave Neos is going to attack into your Absolute Zero.
Very well. I will take 500 points of damage, but Absolute Zero's effect activates, destroying every monster on the field.
Brave Neos' effect also activates. Since it destroyed an opponent's monster in battle, I get to add a spell or trap that mentions Elemental Hero Neos from my deck to my hand. So I'll add to my hand my Neos Fusion spell card. Now, since every monster on my field gets destroyed, Shadow Mist ability activates, allowing me to add 1 hero monster from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
So I'll choose to add my Elemental Hero Stratos. Now, going into the main phase 2, I'm going to summon Stratos to my field in defense mode. And when Stratos is summoned to the field, I'll get to add another hero from my deck to my hand. So I'll choose to add my Spirit of Neos.
Okay.
And then even cut, top 5. From there, I'll pass over the turn.
I draw. Ooh, this is not good. I'm going to go ahead and activate the proxy card in my hand. Fusion Sage. This will let me add 1 polymerization from my deck to my hand. I'll be grabbing up my Fusion Sub. Set 1 card face down and end my turn there.
It's my draw! Where is it?
A half hour
I will
ago.
summon out Elemental Hero Solid Soldier in defense and end my turn.
Alright, back to me. I draw. Wait. I will also summon out Elemental Hero Solid Soldier in attack mode. But unlike you, Austin, I have a hero to summon off of its effect. Come forth, level 4, Elemental Hero Blazeman. I'm ditching Blade Edge to grab Polymerization off of my Fusion Recycling plan. Alright, I'm gonna play Polymerization. And with Polymerization, I'm gonna fuse Blazeman with Solid Soldier. Once again, we're going to the kitchen and turning on the gas. An elemental hero and a fire attribute monster, come forth, my ace hero, the elemental hero Nova Master. Now, my elemental hero Nova Master, attack Austin's elemental hero Solid Soldier with Nova Flame Punch. And
My
since
monster is destroyed.
Nova Master destroyed your monster in battle, meaning I get to draw a card. Flame on, draw! Interesting. I'll play this card face down and end my turn.
My draw.
Now
I'm
you
going
can-
to activate my Neos Fusion spell card. With it, I'm going to send Elemental Hero Neos from my deck. And my Yubel from deck. In order to summon out my main man. When the power of light and dark combine together, a new power emerges. From the depths of Neospace, I call Elemental Hero Niels Kluger.
That's cute and all, but I despise that card. And I have the perfect counter to it. The compulsory evacuation device will target Neos Kluger and return it to the extra deck.
How rude. I'll summon my King of the Swamp to the field in defense mode. And from there, I'll pass over the turn.
All right. I draw. Now that can work. I'm going to go ahead and set 1 more card face down and end my turn there.
My draw! I summon out Elemental Hero Ocean to my field.
Ocean.
What's Ocean gonna do?
Ocean will attack Neospatian Grand Dark Panther on Crimson's field.
Dark Panther's been gone for a beat.
I've got Stratos and King of the Swamp.
Oh, Peter Swamp.
Since you decided to wage an attack, I can special summon my Spirit of Neos to the field in defense mode. Since Spirit of Neos is summoned to the field, I can add a polymerization or a spell or trap from my deck that mentions an elemental hero monster name. So from my deck to my hand, I'll add my Miracle Contact spell card.
With that, I end my turn.
Alright.
Wait, are you still attacking into King of the Swamp because a new monster hit the field?
Nope. Because
Okay.
that's all I wanted to attack. I did you a favor, Crimson. Remember that.
Okay.
I draw. And I think I'll draw again, thanks to my Pot of Greed spell card. Pot of Greed allows me to draw 2 new cards. I'm gonna play Super Polymerization. By discarding the Elemental Hero Bubble Man in my hand, I'm gonna fuse Elemental Hero Blaze Man with Elemental Hero Spirit of Neos and Elemental Hero Stratos. I'm gonna combine their powers to form Vision Hero Trinity. So, Vision Hero Trinity for this turn has 5,000 attack points. It can make up to 3 attacks, but cannot attack directly. So, Vision Hero Trinity. Attack King of the Swamp.
Oh no.
Austin, you've got a monster there, yeah?
4 cards in hand in the monster.
Vision Hero Trinity with 5,000 will attack your Elemental Hero Ocean.
Yep.
Alright, Nova Master. Let's take Austin out of this war. Nova Flame Punch!
I'm out.
My go?
No. End phase. Fusion Recycling Plant's effect. I'm gonna get back a fusion material that I used. Blaze Man. Now it's your move.
Draw for turn. I'm going to start off by activating my Miracle Contact spell card. With this, I can shuffle Elemental Hero Neos and Fusion components back to the deck to perform a Contact Fusion. So, from my graveyard to the deck, I'm going to shuffle Elemental Hero Neos and Yubel. Once again, from the depths of the galaxy, a new hero emerges. I'm summoning out my Elemental Hero Neos Kluger.
I don't have a counter to it this time.
Alright. And due to my Neospace Field spell, Kluger is sitting at a total of 3,500 attack points. Alright. What is on board, gentlemen?
2 face
Nova
downs.
Master and Vision Hero.
Okay. We're going to send Neos Kluger with 3,500 to attack into Elemental Hero Nova Master. And before damage calculation, you're going to take damage equal to Nova Master's attack points.
Ah!
26, yeah?
Anything in damage step, Soma?
Go on.
In damage step, I'm dropping my Elemental Hero Honest Neos, increasing my Neos Kluger's attack points by 2,500. All right, Kluger, Cosmic Fist!
Ah!
I'll proceed to the end phase.
Then on the end of your turn, I activate the trap card, Fusion Reserve. By revealing 1 fusion monster in my extra deck, such as my own Arm Neos. I can add one of its named components from my deck to hand, then add my polymerization from the graveyard. So there's my Elemental Hero Neos. My polymerization from the graveyard. Well, it's all down to me, I guess. Draw! Alright.
Oh, that's a good
I'll
question.
activate the
What did
spell
Austin
card,
do?
Instant Contact. By paying 1,000 of my life points, I call forth any Elemental Hero or Neospatian monster from my extra deck. However, if Elemental Hero Neos is not on my field or in the graveyard, it cannot attack, its effects are negated, and it goes back to the extra deck. Welcome out my Hero Justice, the Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. Now, I activate the spell card, Polymerization. I'll fuse the Elemental Hero Neos with my Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. From the depths of Neospace, this new hero emerges. The elemental hero, Shining Neo Swingman.
Man took my summoning line for Shining Neo Swingman.
And I'll do it again. Now the effect of my elemental hero, Shining Neo Swingman, activates. I can non-target destroy cards in your field equal to the number of attributes across the entire field. So what do you got left?
A light.
Oh, so I only get one.
Choose wisely.
I'm destroying elemental hero, Neos Kluger.
By banishing Neo's fusion from my graveyard, I can protect Kluger from destruction.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my spell card. Pot of Avarice. I will target my elemental hero Neos, my elemental hero Stratos, my elemental hero Liquid Soldier, my Shadow Mist, and Brave Neos. I'll shuffle these 5, 1 back to my extra deck and 4 back to my main deck, and draw 2 cards. Let's go! Heroes, draw! Oh, hello! Alright. With that, I'll end my turn.
I draw for turn. I'm going to lay 1 card face down, and I'll pass the turn.
Draw! I'm going to activate my spell card called Fusion Recovery. Targeting my elemental hero Flame Wingman from my graveyard and my polymerization to return Flame Wingman to my extra deck and my polymerization to my hand. I'll summon my elemental hero Blazeman in defense mode. I'm going to activate my elemental hero Blazeman's special ability to send 1 elemental hero from my deck off to the graveyard to adopt its attribute and stats, like my elemental hero Shadow Mist. And when I send Shadow Mist off to the graveyard, I can add 1 hero monster of my choice from my deck to my hand, like my elemental hero Neos. I'll activate the spell card Polymerization.
Ooh, scary.
It's about to be, because I'll fuse my elemental hero Neos with my Armed Dragon White level 10. Bow down before the majesty and power of the Armed Neos. My Armed Neos' special ability then activates, targeting my Armed Dragon level 10 in my graveyard to destroy every monster you have with an equal or lower level.
Alright, Neos Kluger gets destroyed, but you know what that means. When he leaves the field by battle or card effect, I can summon a Neos Wiseman from my hand or deck.
And that's what I was waiting for. You ready to tango?
Let's go.
Let's do it! Arm Neos! Attack! Neos Wiseman!
On attack declaration, I play my face down favorite contact. And with favorite contact, I can shuffle cards from my hand, field, graveyard, and banish zone back into the deck to special summon a hero from my extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So, from my banish zone, I choose my elemental hero Neos. And from my graveyard, I choose elemental hero Stratos, returning them to the bottom of my deck. A hero of immense storms emerges to the battlefield. I'm summoning out to my field my elemental hero, Great Tornado.
Ooh,
If Great Tornado is special summoned to the field, the attack and defense of all monsters my opponent control are cut in half.
that's if it's fusion summoned.
Oh. Oh well.
Deja vu. Anyway, continuing on. Neos Wise Man. Be slain by armed Neos.
All right. Neos Wise Man. I take 500 points of damage, but then Wise Man's ability activates. At the end of the damage step, you take your monster's attack points as damage, and I gain their defense points as life points.
Ah! Elemental Hero Shining Neos Wingman. Attack! Elemental Hero Great Tornado. Final Flash.
How much attack is he?
46.
So I'll take 1,800 points of battle damage.
But don't forget my superhero superpower. You burn for your monster's attack points. Solar Flare.
Come on, Charlie.
Okay. Whew.
What's the current
What's
stance
that?
in life points?
Crimson is at 43. I'm at 35.
Close.
My draw?
Yes, with that, I will end my turn.
Draw for turn. Ooh. I'm going to lay one card face down and I summon Neospace Pathfinder in defense mode. From there, I have to pass the turn.
I draw. I'll go ahead and activate the effect in the graveyard of EN Shuffle. Shuffling my elemental hero Neos back into my deck, I can draw a card.
I felt very targeted by Soma today.
Just your Neospatian Pathfinder, huh?
Yep.
With how many defense points?
800.
800. Alright, I'll switch my elemental hero Blazeman into attack mode. Let's rock it and roll. Elemental hero Blazeman. Charge to action and destroy Neospace Pathfinder.
On attack declaration, I'm playing my Fusion Reserve card. With this, I reveal a monster from my extra deck to add one of its materials to my hand. And then polymerization from my graveyard to my hand if I have it. So I'm going to reveal from my extra deck. Where'd it go? There it is. My elemental hero, Grand Neos. I'll add my Neospatian Grand Mole. I do not have a poly in graveyard, so I just get the Grand Mole to my hand.
Alright, Blazeman. Slay that Pathfinder.
What did Pathfinder do to you? She's just chilling in defense mode.
Exactly. She's chilling in defense mode. That's my problem.
Meh.
Any other monsters?
Nope, I am open. Take your win.
Let's go to battle! Elemental hero Shining Neos Wingman. Let's end this duel. Big bang attack!
Karibo! I'm kidding. It's Grand Mole.
Whew!
GG's.
GG's.